Finally.
You get the sense that it is that he tried to kiss her again like that. You also get the sense that, like, this time it wasn't, like, out of the blue like last time.
They just kind of smirks and kind of gives her a side. I'm like, did he?
You see Diana just turn red and she just looks away from you.
She gets like a little bit closer and like just like puts a hand on her shoulder and like kind of gets a little close, like, did he?
And Diana says, okay, look, it's just when he did that the first time, it felt weird.
Weird in a good way or in a bad way?
Well, in a good way, and that scared me.
And so, you know, like, what did you do about it? What happened in your little talk?
Well, I thought maybe it just felt weird because of, you know, everything that was going on. Like, literally just nearly, like, died, and, you know, adrenaline. It was a crazy day, and well, that was you were right. That was also the first time I, you know,
Kiss the guy?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I thought maybe it was just the adrenaline from everything that was happening, and then, well, I went to see him, and we talked, and I asked him why that was, talked about it, and well, he seemed genuine. He seemed nice about it. So I wanted to check and see if it would still be the same.
She just has like the biggest grin on her face right now.
Maybe sort of ask him to do that again.
Did he? Like, it's like getting really close.
Yeah.
Faye, like, her face is like her face just like lights up, and like you can almost like see like sparkles in her eyes when you say that, and she Faye just kind of like, are we sitting or are we standing?
You guys are standing because you're like kind of trying to figure out like your armor that you've been given.
And so, okay, so Faye, like, you know, like she kind of like, I'm assuming they're like kind of close to each other, so she just kind of like, like wraps her arms around her, and she's gonna try to kind of pick her up and like swing her around. Attempt is the like in air quotations.
Right.
I mean, she could probably.
She probably could, but we'll see. Maybe I'll like, you know.
Maybe you'll just accidentally suplex her.
It's okay. Rolls a nat 20. Throws her out the window.
Whoops!
I pick her up and wham!
Would that be athletics or?
Yeah, sure.
Just.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, you very easily pick her up. You just sort of use like your core strength and just like wham.
And I just kind of like stare around. I'm like, I'm so proud of you. I was so worried. You seemed so distressed over there. And I kind of put her down, and I was just like, I'm just, you know, I'm not the best at, giving advice and everything, but I'm really, in all honesty, I am really proud that you, actually took initiative and, actually talked to him about it, because you seemed, and don't take this the wrong way, you seemed a little stubborn about talking to him at first when I was talking to you about it. But yeah, she's actually genuinely happy that she did talk to the prince about it and everything.
She's just kind of pouting a little. Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I figured I should ask him if I wanted to know. Things happen. I don't know.
Well, I mean, like when you confirmed the kiss and everything, did you feel the same way, or was your thoughts initially correct that it was just adrenaline?
She's just kind of like fidgeting.
I'm assuming I don't have to roll insight on that. That's just blatantly obvious.
Yeah.
Faye just kind of leans in a little bit more like, well.
Maybe.
She's her face is just like she has like the world's biggest grin on her face right now. So does that mean you guys are, well, and she like kind of just puts her fingers together like to indicate like together.
Diana just kind of gives her a look. She's like, I don't know. Are we?
Oh God. God damn it. We thought that was just like all over, but she's like, I don't know. Now I'm not even sure if we're dating.
She's like, apparently everyone thinks that whole ice cream run was a date.
I mean, do you want to date him, or?
She's kind of, well, I mean, wasn't last night kind of like a date?
What?
Wasn't last night kind of like a really weird date? Like, I assume normally your dad isn't sitting next to you.
Faye just kind of like all of a sudden she just like smacks her head. She's like, oh, that was a date for you two? I didn't realize.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Lizara kind of set that whole thing up.
Oh. Well, how, as first dates go, I mean, did it feel good being with him, or?
I mean, we only really talked so much because of everything that was going on. I mean, it was fun.
I'm assuming you probably want a little more one-on-one time to confirm this, huh?
She says, well, I mean, I barely know this guy. He doesn't really know me that well either. I told him that it was fine to, well, give it a shot.
But last night probably wasn't the best environment to kind of confirm or like figure out that was, the right setting, I'm assuming.
Probably not.
Faye just kind of like ponders for a bit. She just kind of like has her hand onto her chin, just kind of thinking. She's like, what if you kind of maybe ask the prince out for an outing today? I mean, it gives you a good excuse to be alone with him, right?
She just kind of grabs her chin and she thinks about it. I mean, maybe.
I mean, I will give you as much space as you want. I mean, I promise I won't, definitely intrude on that one. But, if you need some alone time with him, I mean, why not? I mean, that may be the best option to do if you really want to confirm or, you know, like confirm or deny if that's like, you know, how you actually feel. And if you want alone time with him, just do it. I mean, he apparently likes you, and you know, I'm assuming he's not going to say no. So
Yeah, I guess I would like to talk to him a little bit more.
well, if you want to go do that, I mean, be my guest. I'll just stay here. I'll just hang out at the Scabbard, or maybe just hang around town and everything like that. I won't get in your way.
Well, I'll figure that out later. I think first I maybe need to actually sit down and talk with Simone, because, well, he seems upset.
Do you want me to talk to him? She says, like, kind of like
Oh.
giving like the side eye.
It's fine. Don't
All
worry
right.
about it. Wouldn't be the first time we haven't talked.
Wouldn't be the first time Faye had to talk with Simone either.
That is true. But she says, no, I think I have to talk to him. It probably wouldn't really be the same.
Well,
Besides,
if you...
I do owe him an explanation. Been keeping him in the dark about everything.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Well, if you do need any backup with like Simone and everything, you know, I'll definitely back you up on that. But I really do kind of think maybe you should, you know, try getting Clovis alone and everything. Like, I know that this is obviously confusing for you, as it is probably for him as well. And, you know, maybe Simone being there and the rest of us being there probably isn't exactly helping. So
Guys, like, he really doesn't seem confused by this. Seems really.
So just you are confused by this.
What's his secret?
Maybe he's born with it, or maybe it's Maybelline.
But yeah, Di just kind of like gives her a thumbs up, and she's like, it should be fine.
All right. But if you know if things get a little heavy, I'll definitely back you up on it. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So you guys have your moment, and you continue putting on the gear that you received, the delivery. You put on this blue dragon hide leather armor, and your armor class now is 18.
Woohoo!
So there's that. Mora also looks dashing in his armor class has gone up as well. So you now have the leather armor that you had previously sort of in your gear. So while this is going on, Lazira is downstairs near Simon and Eris, who are kind of just doing their thing. What does Lazira want to do?
I'm guessing she's just gonna go over and make small talk with them.
Alrighty. So you approach Eris and Simon, who kind of give you the welcome to the table nod. Simon's just kind of like reading the paper and drinking his coffee. Yeah, you can see like on the front side of the paper that he's reading, there's actually like a big warning sort of advertisement, just reminding people, hey, don't travel in large groups across the frost wastes because it angers the giant frostworm beneath the wastes, and it'll pop up and eat you. That kind of
It has
warning
a
is going
name?
on. The what?
It has a name. They've named it.
No.
It was an Alaskan bullworm.
Oh, the frostworm? Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's what everyone's taken. That's what everyone's taken to calling it. So, Lazara enjoys her small talk with the two of them. All right. So, Gunther arrives back at the scabbard after having done his shopping.
Hell yeah. And I most likely would just go up to my to the room if possible,
Okay.
because I want to open my package.
All right.
Well, actually, no. Like, when I get to the scabbard, what do I see when I get in? Just like let's start doing small talk with the others.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just open my package there then.
All right. So you find yourself a spare table and open up the bag. Inside, there's a parcel, like it's neatly wrapped. And you undo the string and open it up, the parchment that's wrapped it all up. And it seems to be a pack of some sort. And you can see that the wings are really heavily compressed down against the pack. It kind of sits over your shoulders like a normal pack does. And there seems to be like a pulley system, like a pull cord that will release the wings.
I was gonna ask.
And there's another cord that you can. Yeah, there seems to be another cord that you can pull taut that'll sort of lock them back down in place.
Okay, so one to open and the other one to close.
You can see there is a very small piece of parchment that's come with it that says, "Do not open indoors."
Fair enough. I won't open it indoors.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but it appears as though just the way it's made, it'll take the place of whatever cloak or cape you're wearing.
Nice.
So you would have to choose between your wonderful cloak of billowing and the wings.
So just for now, I'll put the cloak away because I just want to go test it out outside, go open it.
Okay.
I'm just
I'm gonna go try
imagining
this
that
out.
whole. I'm just trying to
Alright.
imagine the whole thing.
All right. So Gunther takes off his cloak of billowing and puts it neatly away. Puts on his pack, and there's a belt at the front that sort of clips it onto you properly so that it's properly harnessed. You walk out into the street, into an open area.
Yep.
And is that just where you're going to do it? Just pull it?
In the streets where, like, maybe one where there's enough space where it might not smack someone in the face.
The main open laneway, if you kind of stand in the middle there, you should be all right.
Alright. Sounds good.
It's not like a cramped back alley street or anything.
And I don't risk,
Alright.
like, opening this into someone's face.
Yeah, you make sure it's like a spot where there's not really any people around you. So you walk out there and you pull the thing and whoomph, these wings open up, and I'll get a strength saving throw from you.
Oh, Jesus. My strong suit.
Excellent.
Oof.
So because you're kind of just standing there, there's whoomph, these giant wings come out, and they sit across, and holding it like still is totally fine. But moments after they sort of reach their full extension, there's a breeze that comes through, and they catch all of this wind immediately and just kind of pull you back, and you kind of do that weird thing where like you jump along on your rear foot while the other one's in the air and you're trying to counterbalance and it just kind of pulls you down and you fall onto your back. Just kind of lie there. You have to sit back up and carefully kind of stand up and maneuver in such a way that you're not going to wipe people out with the wings.
Yeah, I'll close the pack so that way maybe don't hit
and
someone.
With the pulley on the other side, like there's one on the right that'll release it, and one on the left sort of shoulder strap that will, when pulled taut, it'll sort of clip in place and it'll pull it all in again.
Okay.
And that one, pull that one down and lock it all back in, and you have your blue glider, we'll call it.
Excellent. And now I just need to find a cliff to throw myself off.
Oh my god, I want to see that.
Not
Oh
yet
my
because
God.
it's too windy around here. I don't actually want to die.
You think that just because you were standing still with them, like upright, and just
Might
the
be
way
the
they're built
reason.
to catch the wind in such a way, like that's the only reason that it kind of pulled you like that. If you are gliding with them and you activate them and that sort of thing, they'll just kind of go the direction you put them in.
Okay.
They'll go with more speed if you're with the wind, but yeah.
Sounds good. I'll keep that in mind.
Yep, you may want to write down
That's what
that
I'm
you
doing.
have. Yep. With the information that goes along with that, maybe worth noting that you have now a fly speed of 60 feet
Nice.
if you're wearing the pack and you activate it and etc.
I put
In the
the
right
stats
conditions,
in.
of course. You can't just go like running down the street with the pack and be like 60 feet. Like it's not.
Yeah, like when I'm gliding.
I know people.
Yeah, you have to
I know
be
people that
gliding.
are like this. Like, please don't be that guy.
You mean when
What
I'm
the rules
midair
say.
and
Yeah.
I'm actually gliding.
Yes.
Because this is a
So-
glider, it's not actual wings that make me fly.
Yeah,
Yes. Exactly.
basically.
And it's worth noting that you can't exactly flap them and make them go. Like it's not. It doesn't
Nah,
work
they
like that.
go
Yeah, it is just a
straight.
glider. They're locked in. So you have the gliding pack. And it seems to work
Cool.
amazingly.
I'm so
Um,
concerned by this. Gunther is going to kill it.
Oh, it's gonna be
For
so
now.
good.
For now, though,
I loved like the moment that he said like I can't wait to throw myself off a cliff. I'm like, oh, me neither.
good.
Oh, another character.
I'm glad we agree on this.
Oh boy, let me just check one of your stats real quick.
Is it my
Oh,
strength?
no.
Because you'll be disappointed
Yeah,
if
just-
that's my strength you're looking
Just something that I was checking. It's all good. So
at. For now, I'll just switch
um,
back to my cape, though, my cloak.
yeah, so you
Pack and
unbuckle it and unhook the pack and put it away, and you stick the cloak of billowing back on. Give it a good billow. Pretty
Yeah.
satisfied. It's been a good day. So
I can conquer the
everyone's geared up in their new stuff, ready to go. What would you guys like to do? It's now, probably about 10 in the morning.
What are you guys doing? I don't want to take up too much time because we just had like that big thing just now. So,
Yeah.
like you should have like a bit of time.
Yeah.
So does Lazira have anything that she wants to do while they're in Vaskia?
Not particularly at the moment. Not that I can think of.
Okay. So you guys all meet up together down in the main area of the building. Is there? So what's the game plan? What's the next step of where you guys want to go?
How many days are we here in Basquiat again?
We said a couple
That's
of days.
entirely up to you guys.
Mhm.
Well, we did say a couple of days, so I assume like today and maybe tomorrow we'd head off to Zeri.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's what we told the king and Clovis anyway.
So you'd be there for a couple of days, and then you're heading down toward like the monastery and stuff, or
I think that's what we said to him.
I think we did.
Well, Diana said to him now about it.
Well, yeah.
okay.
Well, if no one is doing anything else right now, our summoner is still here.
Yep.
Right. Well, Diana is going to approach and she says to him, "Hey, do you maybe want to go look?"
Yeah, sure. And he stands up and folds up his paper and puts it down and has a last little sip of his coffee and leaves it there on the table.
Right. So they're just kind of head off outside, I guess.
Yep. So you guys go for a little walk together.
Yeah.
He seems to be completely unbothered by the cold.
Yeah, I mean, Red Dragonborn and all that.
Yeah. He's just like, whatever, man.
No problem.
So
Dai
you guys
just kinda-
you guys are walking and he's just like, so the prince, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Hmm. He seems nice.
She laughs and she says, "Well, he's been really nice to us, really helpful."
Hmm.
Can I roll like insight on him to see like how he's where he's at right now?
Yeah, sure. You can tell that he doesn't know what to say, but he also doesn't want to say anything that'll upset Diana. Like he wants to make sure like he's being supportive, but he's also really concerned, but he also really wants to be supportive. Like he's going through this big struggle.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, well, Diana just she sighs like a big sigh and she says, "I guess I owe you a bit of an explanation."
I mean, yeah. You think?
It's like, yeah, I probably have. And so she proceeds to explain everything from the beginning that, oh, well, you know, we once saw this guy like, in Repride, but it turns out it wasn't actually him. And then we were in Windmere and I was like hunting a thing. And it turns out that it was like, yeah, you know, that whole,
You run through the entire story, start to finish,
yes.
of the whole ordeal. Yep. Okay. So you run through this with him, and he just kind of follows along, and he asks little questions here and there to just fill in the gaps, and he shares some of his wisdom and knowledge about like, yeah, and we walked in and we found this big skin booger. He's like, oh, like a doppelganger kind of thing, and just sort of, yeah. You guys kind of bond over it a bit, going through the whole story and what you've been through the last couple months. Like it is. He really enjoys sort of, you know, hearing everything she's been up to. He has been worried this whole time about like what she got up to throughout her giant everything journey she went on. It's Simon. He always worries.
It's his job. yeah, she runs him through all of that.
right.
And yeah, pretty much everything up until what happened in Fortress.
Yep. Well, he kind of stays pretty quiet, but he's you can tell that he's happy that you've kind of filled him in on everything, and now that he knows the full story, he seems a little more understanding of everything. Yeah, a bit more calm. But yeah, is there anything else that you wanted to talk to him about?
Give me a moment. Well, I should probably also go see what happened yesterday. It's like, thank you for not setting the poor guy on fire, by the way.
he kind of laughs, and he's like, "Yeah, it probably wouldn't behoove me to immolate the royal prince. I feel like that would be bad for business in some respect."
Yeah, some might think that. Does he ask anything about what happened yesterday specifically, or I don't know?
Once there is, now that you've spoken about like yesterday and everything that went down, he kind of does like give you a couple of little glances, and then he's like, "So you were in his room?"
Oh
When I
god.
snuck up there.
What was that about?
Yeah, you can tell there's deep concern. Deep concern.
Can I roll to see like where he's going with this?
Sure.
Because I know what he's thinking, but she doesn't.
Oh, God.
No,
She really doesn't. She has no idea.
Oh my.
sex is just like is not like part of her comprehension at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah. She says, well, when I got there, I maybe made a bit of a scene. But, you know, I guess I get it from someone.
He just sort of plants his hands on his hips and loudly in the street proclaims, "I have no idea what you're talking about." A couple of like the townsfolk are walking by. They're kind of like, you can see like a little old lady who's walking nearby. She kind of like by his loud booming voice is a little startled and sort of walks along a little faster. Like,
Gives an old lady a heart attack.
yeah,
Oh boy.
random loud dragonborn shouting.
Since I might have kicked the door open and I might have yelled at him for a little bit.
He's like, good.
You, at least you didn't set anything on fire, though. That's good.
Yeah,
You know, improvements.
that wouldn't have been great. I don't know. It was weird. He did that, and it made me confused. So I was mad at him. You know how this goes. You've been there my whole life. I didn't beat him up.
That's also probably good.
And well, I figured we should talk about it, and so yeah, he took me to his room for a little bit, and so we talked.
You just talked?
Yeah. And then you
Like,
showed
just
up, like
kind of sat down and just spoke to each other and did nothing else?
like what?
Like, you know, like, uh, and you can see him just kind of like frantically searching. Like look at his books and discuss what it's like to be a prince.
Oh my god!
I guess.
She has no idea. She's like, we talked for
Oh my
like 2
god.
minutes, and then you showed up.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. You're kind of like, yeah. Good. Crisis averted. But yeah, he
For now.
for now. He's pretty happy with that. But so yeah.
And then she's like, well, and you know the rest. You were there for it.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry for almost immolating your boyfriend. And you can see him kind of like you notice like a muscle in his neck like jump and twitch at the word boyfriend, like just acknowledging what's happening, and that Diana is growing up and she's in a relationship and everything, and it's really like he's just trying to like keep himself composed, keep it together.
Yeah, she's just kind of like, she turns beet red, but she's smiling because like, oh, okay.
He's kind of accepting that his little girl is growing up.
Oh.
She's like, yeah, it's fine. I know you worry. And she kind of gives him like a pat on the arm, and she just looks up at him, and she like, say this. She tries to give him like a big hug.
Oh. Yeah, he just sort of scoops her up and lifts her up and gives her one of those big hugs that really like crack her back and feel like he's gonna crush her. Swings her legs around a bit. And then carefully puts you back down.
Yeah, she's getting all the hugs today. Yeah, she says, it's fine. You know, I can take care of myself.
Yeah. If he gives you any trouble, you can just beat him up or incinerate him, I guess.
I mean, that is an option.
Not the best one, but it is.
It should be fine.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
I think that's that for now. They probably just like continue on their stroll and just do small talk about like random things. Oh, actually.
Wait a minute. There's more.
Wait, there's more.
Yeah, I almost completely forget.
Below the
Diana knows something, and she wants to ask about it.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Yeah, before that, the rest of, everything I just said, let's retcon that for and she says, so, so we're talking about sort of mushy kind of stuff already. She just thinks for a moment, like trying to figure out how do I go about this. So I'm just gonna go straight to the point. When are you and Eris going to be an official thing?
He suddenly like stops and turns toward you. His kind of arms are out by his sides and he's just in a panic. He's like, "What? Who told you? I mean, what?" What are you talking about?
It's been 13 years.
Well. He just kind of drop his shoulders, like defeated, like he's trying to find some way to argue it, but like there's just nothing. Like it's just not just gonna get shut down immediately. And he's just like, well, I suppose that, you know, I have nothing to really be afraid of at this point.
Afraid of? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you know, like when you were young and bringing a new person into your life like that might have been difficult after everything that you'd been through, and I guess I kind of got used to that idea. But I guess now that you're used to Eris being around, and well, she does kind of live there now. And you can see him kind of like coming to realizations about certain things the more he thinks about it. And you can see him just kind of like trying to backlog through his mind. You can see like the cogs turning as he's trying to figure out how long has it been that she's been properly living there and not just kind of visiting. And like the further it goes back, you can see him just kind of more going into the oh no sort of stage. And he's like, well, in any case, I suppose that it is official now.
You see her eyes sparkling. Like, yay. And she gives him another big hug.
Oh.
Says, you should not
have
worry
a nice
about
little
that.
have a nice little touching moment.
Yeah.
Acknowledging each other's relationships.
I mean, the thing
Simon
is, like,
finally acknowledging that relationships are a thing in general, apparently.
pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I guess the thing is, Diana has always, like, sort of known in a way, and she's always been like, yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon doesn't know that she's always known, clearly, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor guy. He thinks he's so sneaky.
He does. She says to him, well, you should not worry too much. I guess I pretty much got used to Eris, like, to her moving into Passage. It's been nice having her around.
It has. She's been remarkably helpful in a lot of respects.
Yeah. She says, congratulations.
He kind of sort of scratches his cheek and rubs the back of his neck and says, well, thanks, I guess. Congratulations to you too. Like he really doesn't know. Yeah, he really doesn't know how the fuck to handle that situation. Like he's trying, you can tell that he's trying, but like, yeah, he's not ready.
We'll take it one step at a time.
Yeah, that's what it's going to have to be. Baby steps.
Yeah, she just like smiles at him and she nods.
He almost incinerated him the first time, and then later on they met up for the tea and he didn't, and it's improvements, baby steps.
Well, that out of the way. Can I ask you one last question?
Hmm.
Last night, you seemed concerned when you asked about his dad. Is something the matter?
You can see him kind of like he kind of breaks eye contact with you and looks around the street and makes sure there's not a whole lot of people around. And he kind of in a low voice, and he says, "Well, his the boy's father is sick.
What? You seemed okay.
He's
to me.
ill. Well, he may seem that way, but it. I can see it in his eyes. I'll tell you that much."
Oh.
He kind of frowns and pats you on the shoulder.
Well, that is concerning.
Hmm.
Do you have any idea why that be?
Uh, Maybe, kind of, but I mean, I'm no doctor. I'm no herbalist. I really don't know the exact things behind it, but I'll just tell you that I can see it in his eyes.
Right. Well, I hope it's nothing too serious.
Hmm.
Wow, what a downer. What a way to end this. That's me, by the way. That's not her.
Yeah.
My
Can you imagine
face.
dying like, wow, way to be a Debbie
Wow, what the
Downer,
fuck,
Dad.
dude? Yeah. Simon just kind of is like, well, in any case, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Hmm. He'll get better. No worries.
Seems like a strong guy.
Hmm. If history has taught me anything, it's that, yeah, he can endure a whole heap of shit.
So you guys used to adventure together. That's crazy.
Hmm. Well, he wasn't really allowed to or supposed to, so he went by a different name and signed up to the guild, and we kind of went on little secret missions when nobody was looking. He'd sneak out at night to meet me at a rendezvous point, and we'd go off and do our thing.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Your father was in that same party, actually.
Oh, was he really?
Hmm.
She just
He
kind of
wasn't.
smiles, thinking about like her dad.
Just fighting alongside Simon and the King.
Yeah, just like, oh my god, I wish I could have been there.
Yeah, what a time.
Yeah.
You see him kind of reminisce about the good old days. He says, well, anyway, we'd better get back to the guild building and make sure we don't have people walking in and looking for work when Tuazar isn't there. Need someone to
they're
man
like,
the
oh
desk.
yeah, I wonder where she went.
Weird. He kind of like awkwardly walks past you back toward the scabbard.
He's like, don't worry about it.
He's like, oh, I'm sure she's just running errands.
Getting groceries.
She's just washing her hair. It's fine.
But yeah, just head back.
So you guys go back to the scabbard and meet up with everybody again. Everybody's doing their thing. The Zyra's pretty much just manifesting with her mind like an ice pack.
Oh my god.
And she's in her mind sitting on the mental fortitude is getting her through it. So you guys all meet up as a group together. And Simon says, well, where are you guys heading
Oh,
now? Are we going to the monastery? Are we going to Kill and Tor?
Nick, I wanted to do something before all that.
Oh, yes, true.
I put an
missed that.
arrow. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I missed that part.
I was just like, hold on. Just real quick. My thing's only going to take like a couple minutes at most.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, no, just like, as like, you know, like Di and like Simone are like leaving and everything. And as we're like kind of coming down and everything, I think Faye kind of like realizes like she's taking off her old armor, the glamour armor. And she's like, well, I don't really need this. So she's going to go downstairs and just kind of like pop her head in and just like, while everyone, like before everyone kind of leaves and everything, I just go, hey, does anyone want this armor? I don't necessarily need it anymore. Yeah. It's free for anyone to take if they want it.
You mean that armor you picked up from the chest?
Yeah.
What's it do?
Well, it's glamour armor. I guess like it's like, you know, it's like regular old armor, but I guess the one perk of it is that like you can tell it what to do and it just transforms into that. Does anyone seem like they're interested in it? I mainly just wanted it for, you know, the extra support and everything like that, but now that I have this, I don't really think I need it anymore.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, and so I'll give that to Lazara and everything.
All right. So was it? I believe it was studded leather armor, was it not?
It's a glamour, and it's studded leather armor, and I gave all the info to Jake already.
Oh well, easy.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
What was that?
Did it require attunement or anything?
I don't remember saying it. I think it was just like you put it on and
that either.
Yeah,
no, I don't think it requires attunement. No, but yeah, it's gives you. There's like a command word that you speak, and then when you speak the command word, you can decide what it looks like, including color, style, accessories, whatever. But it keeps the same sort of armor, bulk, and weight, and yeah.
Okay. Lazara's gonna ask Faye for the command word and like immediately like go up and put it on.
Oh, I don't think I actually said a command word, but we'll just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that is a command word, like whatever
Yeah.
word you'd want to use. It doesn't specify, but
Okay.
yeah, it's like make me look fab, whatever. But yeah, so it's 13 plus your armor class. Oh, sorry, your dexterity mod. So
Okay, so
quickly do that.
that's
for
16 now.
you. Yes.
Sweet.
What was it originally?
15.
We need to get you more.
Yeah.
We need to go kill another dragon.
I'm sure we will. They will let you guys have all the freaking dragon hide from the next one.
We're just going to be that party that just everyone wears fucking dragon items from all the dragons we've killed, and everyone is scared shitless of us.
Honestly, though,
You all look like
Very
total fucking
uncomfortable.
lords.
we have like we have dragon bones. I'm sure we can make we could have weapons made out of these, Monster Hunter style.
Oh my god, this is like, whew, that just sounds really fucked up. Like, if anyone ever saw us just like decked out in like dragon armor using dragon bones as weapons, they're just gonna be like, what the fuck kind of people are these? Whew.
Who are they? What do
I
they
use
do
the
for a
ones.
living?
Kill dragons, obviously.
Yep.
So when Lazara comes back down, she has her her armor set to look like face clothes just to mess with her.
It's fine. I look better in them anyways.
Roll a sick burn check. So the Lazara comes down wearing that same blue dragon armor. Fuck. So
after getting the reaction out of face she was looking for, she immediately just turns it back to make it look like what she was wearing before.
normal studded leather. Cool. All right, so you guys are all decked out in your new gear. Okay. Is there... Right, so Simon was... he says, so what's the game plan?
What else were we doing today?
I think today's just a chill day, if anything.
Okay, we're ready to go
Tomorrow-
do something tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow would be the day that you go and do stuff.
So do you guys want to go and check out that situation with the place that's gone like quiet and tour? Or do you want to do something else?
I mean, I know that we don't have our horses, but I'm assuming there's like either the palace or there is somewhere that we can borrow a horse because it only takes half a day with a horse.
We can probably ask someone to work.
I honestly think that if we ask very nicely, the palace would let us borrow a few of theirs. I'm like 110% certain.
Yeah, you're probably right. Or we could at least be like, hey, can we like rent some horses? I'm pretty sure they'd be like, oh, you can just borrow them.
Borrow.
Borrow.
We're just gonna like this is my. We're gonna
Borrow
have a horse
implies
for each day of the
returning,
week.
by the way.
We're gonna
Hint, nudge, nudge,
We
Lazara.
fully intend to return them.
We're gonna end up having a horse for each day of the week. This is my Monday horse. This is my Tuesday horse.
We're gonna end up with like
This is my Wednesday horse. His name is Thursday. Just to fuck with people.
This is Thursday. This is my Wednesday horse. Like what the fuck?
we just end up with 8 horses each.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we could
Sorry,
probably...
8?
No, I was just saying because if we had 2 horses each, it would be 8 total. But I was just saying 8 each because I could. It's a bigger number.
I thought you miscalculated how many days there were in a week, and I was very concerned.
because I know you said it's
Actually-
10 days in a week. Here.
Yeah, there's 10 days in a week in this one.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I mean, could I have 10 horses each? That's 40 horses.
That's a lot of horses.
It
That's
is
a
more
fuck
than
ton of
7.
horses.
That's 4 tens.
I'll be right back, guys. Before we continue anything, I really have to go to the bathroom.
Alrighty. Actually, yeah, this would be a good time to
Have a little break?
have a break. Yeah, because I got to go and consume sustenance to survive.
Oh my god.
I'll stop the recording right